This new release on Signum Records contains 3 symphonies, number 2, number 10 and number 12. As I started writing it in 2002, but I immediately knew that something wasn't right with it. I thought that there was something wrong with the shape. I thought there was something perhaps even wrong with the material, and perhaps I should be throwing the whole thing away. But I didn't, and I persevered until 2018, when I got it out again and had a good look at it, and I've edited it. Quite considerably in some cases, especially in the first movement. I've shortened it, I've tidied up the orchestration. I suppose it's a bit like a professor working on the music of a student, and I'm delighted to say I'm happy with it now. This is Symphony number 10. To me, narrative in music is almost everything. I believe that my music can tell stories. I'm not telling you what the stories are, you can work that out for yourself, but certainly there's a strong narrative. I do think, with certain exceptions, music does not behave at its best when it's trying to be specific. It's much better when it's dealing with emotions, and general emotions at that. So I believe this piece has a strong emotional flavour. But if you try and untangle the story, you're going to end up with your own story, and to me that is absolutely perfect. Symphony number 12 is my latest one. The second movement is perhaps for me more unusual because it owes its inception to my attendance at a good friend's funeral. You hear people arriving at the beginning, and the reason you know people are arriving is that you can hear a church bell ringing. And the church bell crops up throughout the movement in fits and starts, but it's really like a procession, I suppose. It doesn't end on a particularly happy note, because I was very fond of this person, and it's so often the case that you put a brave front on things when you're at funerals, but actually you're devastated inside. We've been extremely fortunate in having the BBC National Orchestra of Wales play my music, and it's been an extraordinary thrill for me to hear them playing because they're wonderful. The music is conducted by Kenneth Woods, who's been absolutely superb throughout. Although on the face of it these are personal symphonies, they're more than that. Other people are going to listen to them and they're going to find personal things too. And that, of course, is one of the wonderful things about music, which is that you can't help but communicate with other people. And as a composer, I view that as my job. You know, I'm very proud of this CD, very proud indeed. They're very personal works, and I can't wait for people to hear them.